against Yash and Temporary Plan.
All right.
That's a great tag, by the way, Temporary Plan. I like that. Oh, we got the selfies going on. Got to do it for the gram. Oh, I love that. Surely y'all can think of something better to do than a peace sign, though.
No gang signs.
That's everybody's go-to. Like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hands. Peace sign.
I've been seeing Hang Loose coming back.
Yeah, it has been. I want to see some interesting ones. I want to do like the shadow puppet swan.
Give him the Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, that would be great.
I watched Hang Loose die in the 90s. I remember back then. It's wild to me how trends and fads are a flat circle. Everything comes back around eventually.
They really are.
Like mullets are coming back. Ugh.
Mullets were a mistake the first time.
Yes, they were, and they're a mistake this time too. Please, folks at home, this is a PSA. Friends do not let friends get mullets.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about parties in the front, but it is going to be all business as we get into this game number 1. I see a little bit of a trying to figure out maybe controllers resetting some things, but we should be ready to go in a second here.
That's a lot of Pokemon trainers.
That's going to be pretty chaotic to keep track of.
That it is. Okay, we have the capture taken. All right.
Which one of these things is not like the others?
Triple PT and Rob. Here we go. Despa and Shweepy versus Yash and Temporary Plan in winner's quarters.
Chat, can y'all help me out? Yash and Temporary Plan, which tag is which? Does anybody know?
That is the problem with the in-game tags, fun as they are, especially to have them on stream. It makes it hell for people like us.
I feel like we should just have a rule that you need some variation of your tag in your display name.
Yeah, until we figure it out, I'm going to be calling them Esk and So What.
Oh man, not even Birdie knows this one. We have no hope. So what are we going to do about this?
I'm calling them by their in-game tags.
I don't have an escape plan for this one. However, escaping into the blast zone is Despa right now. All of a sudden, there's only 8 PT stocks on the board.
Okay, and big hit there as Shweepy loses his first stock. And there goes So What's as well.
Yeah, big hits from Big Despa. Taken that first stock from the blue team. However, 2 stocks have already been taken from yellow. The early advantage certainly in the favor of the all-PT team.
There is yet another Roto Arms. That is going to take a stock off of Esk.
It makes me sad that PT has fallen out of the meta. I think he's such a cool character. Just having all of that variety in his toolkit. I've always thought he's really good. He's just got a lot of time commitment to be figured out.
Incredible amount of time commitment, and the reward is not high enough for the amount of time you have to spend playing the character.
Yeah.
We already talked about as well the idea of mental burnout during a bracket. PT is one of the highest burnout-oriented characters due to the fact that you are playing 3 characters every single round.
Yeah, and not only do you have that burnout in bracket, you have to learn every matchup 3 times. I remember early Ultimate, like the 2019 era, when Leffen was a top PT player, he talked about that a lot, how he liked the character, but it was just having to learn every matchup 3 times. It was too much in the early meta, and he ended up walking away from it, which was kind of sad to see.
Yes, I'm sure that's why Leffen walked away from the game. Anyways.
I got no comments. There are no hidden storylines there.
Yeah, I am more than happy to throw shade at Leffen. But anyways. Okay, there's
lately he's been playing a lot of Street Fighter. I saw him get absolutely bodied at Red Bull Kumase.
Good. Shout out to Bars, by the way. One of the other reasons why you've seen PT fall off. Bars defined it as basically you're playing 3 characters that are at 80% 100% of the time. Whereas most other characters are at 100% for most of the time, and some are at 110, 120% for some certain periods as well, like Joker. PT is you're playing 3 characters that are all, not quite up to the snuff of a lot of the other characters in the roster.
Yeah, because they're all supposed to cover each other's weaknesses, which,
Right.
to be fair, they do very well, as we see Game 1 go in favor of the double PT, proving that PT is a better character than Rob, but that's a story for another day. But whatever the case, your comeback factor as well is not the best with this character. You basically, if you want to come back, you pick Charizard and you go for like a switch-in up smash or a really well-positioned back air, and that's pretty much all you've got.
Yep.
Meanwhile, characters like Rob have their gyro combos, that side B, and it's just so much more oppressive in the late game stages.
Right. The Squirtle becomes an active liability in the late game as he's basically a significantly lighter and suboptimal Mario. Charizard is like a suboptimal Bowser with more jumps and less weight. And we got the double Rob versus double PT now.
My man didn't listen to me. I told you, PT's the better character. We just proved it.
Well,
the results speak for themselves.
I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of like hidden multiplier that can be found from like doubling up on a character. That's the success that Yash and Temporary had found.
You mash 2 side Ps into each other.
Exactly.
Imagine being at the center of that.
Put them in the blender.
Yeah. This blender's 2-stage, 3-axis. What you gonna do about it? CNC milling you into next week.
Goodness, that's a reference I almost didn't catch. Okay. Wow.
Okay, there we go. Finally, that up air.
Staying up in the stratosphere for as long as he feels like there, Robo-Boner is such a good tool.
We saw So What fishing for those up airs a lot. Got one earlier that didn't kill, but that time the damage was there and was able to take it. This stage certainly working out well for Despa and Shweepy, because all the kills are proving to be off the top. The problem is they're not able to get enough with that little bit of extra time and damage to make up for it.
Okay, the really small side blast zones of Town and City coming in clutch for Despa and Shweepy as they're able to catch whoever the Charizard was on that side platform and take that stock relatively early.
Opportunity here in the corner for Despa. Got 2 PTs on the side of the stage that don't want to be there. Those blast zones are so close. Charizard always more than happy to scam you with a little F tilt or something at the side. You know who else is willing to scam you? Rob. Rob in the corner is an absolute menace on this stage.
Ooh, wow, actually kind of surprised. Okay, there is going to be another kill.
Man, the last frame. There we go. The last frame of that up smash just saved So What there.
Yash and Temporary Plan just absolutely suffocating Despa and Shweepy right now. Even with that stock on, they've got such a huge advantage at the moment.
Yeah, the counter pick has not been enough to push the momentum in their favor. I feel like the counter pick was a good idea, but the execution still isn't there.
Shout out to our beautiful, wonderful TO. The old Wolfric bringing us some,
shout out Wolfric coming in with that Kirkland signature purified water. He's got the good stuff.
Got to keep the vocal cords lubricated in our line of work, folks.
Yeah, for sure. I've been sipping water this whole time, but it's always good to have a little bit more.
Okay, Shweepy is out. Despa struggling to maintain his last stock here. 103%. Temporary Plan and Yash still holding on to an extra stock. Rolling with the double Charizard.
Yeah, they're just going double Charizard. There's something dirty going on in their minds right now. I don't know what it is, but we might be about to see it.
Something dragons and cars. If you know, you know. Okay, and
zoom,
the up
zoom.
smash is gonna take it. Yash and Temporary Plan moving on up.
All right, that's going to be it for the winner's side on Despa and Shweepy. They put up a great fight.